Hi, I'm Safira. I used to be a gaming creator, as you'll probably see from my channel. Hi, this is Honey. Say hi. I used to be a gaming creator and kind of quit out of nowhere a couple years ago. Got completely burnt out, started a new full-time job, completely basically quit content creation. Then I started to learn how to crochet and how to knit. Well, crochet came first. That was December 2024. So I've been crocheting just over a year and I started to learn to knit in August 2025. So like 6 months ago. So I thought I'd show you what I've made, mostly what I've made in that time, basically like my first full year of fibre arts. There's a few things I haven't got. I made like granny squares, coasters, like random little things. I don't know where they've gone, so don't shoot me. But I thought I'd show you basically most of my wearables that I've made. Let's start with the first wearable I made. It's really hard to show without trying everything on. It's a cardigan with a bell sleeve. Absolutely stunning. I love this. It was a Hannah Drapinski video that I followed. It doesn't really fit properly. It was the first thing I ever made to wear. So it's kind of a bit odd. It kind of sits like here instead of like a cardigan would here. So it's not great. And I don't think I've ever worn it outside the house. And I made it in like a really cheap acrylic yarn I got. But it's really soft. It needs something a bit more on the front, you know? But it's nice. The second thing I made, I think this was the next thing potentially. This was a granny square cardigan. I wear this, I'm not joking, all the time. This is one of the comfiest things I have ever made. This is incredible. It doesn't really go with my outfit, but it's like, I did black, I ran out of yarn. So it's kind of, this was a Lion brand yarn. I can't remember what it was. It's just acrylic, but it is so comfortable. I'm actually obsessed with it. I'm not joking, I wear this to work all the time. I wear it constantly around the house. It's so oversized. And it took me forever to make as well. It was a long time. And it's really pilly and kind of nasty, but I'm obsessed. The next thing I made was another granny square cardigan, but this one actually needs fixing because my magic loop has come undone. It has a hole in it, so I can't wear it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm like not really sure how to fix it. This is acrylic, Funfair something yarn. I just got it from like my local yarn store. This is the softest thing I've ever felt. This is really lovely, especially for an acrylic. And it's not as pilly as the last one. And this is like massively oversized. Like this is humongous. I don't know if you can see, it's giant. So it's very comfy. And I used to wear it all the time and then it fell apart. So I need to fix it. So next thing I want to talk about, this was, to be fair, I probably finished this before the jumpers. I have shown this on my Instagram a few times. This was my 6-day star blanket by Betty McKnit. This is so nice. It doesn't go with anything in my house. Everything in this house is like brown, green, like earthy tones. And then I was like, I'm gonna make this gigantic, bright, multicolored blanket. We love her. She sits in my office. It's really thin. I think it was a DK weight yarn, so it's not like the warmest, but it's like, it is comfy. She doesn't go with anything. And I have a problem where like I can't finish blankets. I'm surprised I finished that. I never finish blankets. I think I've started like 30 blankets this past year and I never finished any of them. Like it's awful. So we're proud of her. The next thing I made, which I wear again all the time, is I crocheted a jumper. I didn't use a pattern. I followed a rough YouTube guide on how to assemble the panels. I basically made a front panel, a back panel, and then 2 like rectangles for the sleeves. And it's all sewed on the inside. It's made out of like a really nasty acrylic. So this dark green was from the Aldi yarn event. And then the black and the like, it looks like cream, but it is like a really light green, was Emu, I think the brand is. Again, it's really pilly. It's not the softest. the neckline is gigantic, so I always tend to wear it off the shoulder, but I actually really like the way this looks. I originally made it and the sleeves I think had like this much extra on top of it. It was gigantic and I couldn't wear it at all. It was awful, but I undid it all, fixed the sleeves, and now I wear this a lot. It is massively oversized, like it's humongous, but she's comfy and she looks good. Now we're into like the summer. I discovered cotton. I decided I wanted to make a top. So this is it. It's very basic. You'll be able to see, it's like this shell stitch kind of thing. It was really fun to make. Fits me fine, is a little bit tight around the bust. I find it really hard to make clothes that fit me because I have a larger chest. It is difficult, and a lot of patterns don't account for that. But this, I don't think I've ever worn it, but like it's nice, it's basic. It's made out of a recycled cotton, so it's not, it was very splitty and it was a nightmare to work with, but it's fine. I then delved into making a tote bag, which looks like an ice cream, honestly. This is nice. I had to like tie the handle because it like stretches really bad. Like this, I'm not joking, I had this on my shoulder, it was like touching the ground. I need to put a lining in it, but to be honest, I don't really want to line it by hand, and I don't own a sewing machine. And there is also yarn in the bag. But yeah, it's fine. I kind of made it because I didn't know what to make and I wanted to use up some of my yarn. Again, this is like a really nasty acrylic. It's not very soft. It's very pilly, but it does the job. And maybe one day I'll line it and then still not use it. It's not really my colours, but yeah, just making shit to make shit at this point. Hello. Hi. Next up, we have probably my most worn wearable. This was my first ever cotton cardigan. I'm obsessed with this. This is the Eternal Seasons cardigan. Can't remember who by, let me check. So this is the Eternal Seasons cardigan by Jewel Makes. I got the pattern on Etsy. Absolutely obsessed with this. This is the comfiest thing I've ever made. This was made with the Hobby Fruta yarn, which is 100% cotton, and it's like self-striping kind of. It doesn't go with what I'm wearing, but it's so damn comfortable. And I sewed these buttons onto it, which some of them have fallen off, unfortunately. I didn't do a very good job, but I did different buttons for like on the way down, so like kind of funky buttons. I love it. I wear this like every day to work. This is the single-handedly like my favorite crochet piece, and I want to make another one, to be honest. The last crochet piece I made was another top. Now I love this top. I love the way it feels. This is the Hobby Friends Cotton 8/4. This like flower pattern, love this. Again, probably could have made it bigger. It's quite tight on the bust, but it is a crop top, you know, so it's not supposed to do much for you, and it is obviously see-through, so I have to wear a top underneath it, but it's stunning. I'm not joking, I love this flower pattern. I have a whip at the moment which I'm making like a long sleeve version of it. Oh, I'm obsessed. I can't wait till it's like warmer outside again so I can wear this. Now we're into the knitting. I only made 2 things. Technically one of them I finished this year, but I started it last year. So I learned to knit in August and I immediately made a sweater. This is the step-by-step sweater handmade by Florence Miller. I didn't do the German short rows. I didn't do the folded collar. The bind off is different on every part of it. I don't know what happened, to be honest, but I wear this all the time. It's made out of Drops Nepal, so quite a cheap yarn. It's wool and alpaca. You can probably see it's very pilly. It's not the best, to be honest. Yeah. But I love it. I love the colours. It's very me. It's very comfortable. I made it quite cropped so it doesn't like sit very low down, which I like because I can wear it with like skirts and stuff. But this, like, I'm not joking, I was so proud of myself when I finished this. It took me, I think I timed it. It took me exactly like 63 hours or something. And I was working on this non-stop. And yeah, I'm so proud of this. I'm obsessed. My most recent project I finished, I did actually finish it this year, so it's not really a 2025 project, but I made another step-by-step sweater by Florence. But this time I did the German short rows in the back. I did a folded collar, which is obviously a lot smaller than what she recommends, but I don't like it when it like touches my neck. I get itchy and it's not nice. I made it in the biggest size, but sized down my needles for a different kind of drape. And obviously I did like the Olga sweater inspired stripes. I'm obsessed with this. I finished this last week. It took me 4 months. I started it in October. It's now the middle of February. Like, it took me so long to finish this. I'm not joking. I thought I was never going to see the end of it. But I cannot explain to you how much I love this jumper. She's so soft. This is made out of Drops Nepal again. This was in the mixed brown and beige this time. And yeah, I'm obsessed. Drops Nepal, as much as it does pill a little bit, it's so soft. I love it so much. So yeah, this is my most recent finish. And I'm very proud of myself. So I took textiles when I was in school. I used to love sewing. I've never really tried to knit or crochet or anything like that before. And I've said for years, like, I want to learn some kind of fibre arts. And I think I picked it up really quickly. I've made so many cool things in the last year. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of this jumper. And I am going to film a video of all of my current work in progresses because there's a lot and I need to be held accountable. I'm editing this video right now and there's literally a cushion that I made in like the left corner of this video that I just forgot to mention that I made. It sits on my sofa. I see it every single day. So that's another thing. I told you there was like a bunch of just things that I made that I just forgot to show. Maybe I'll do like an updated video at some point, but yes, that cushion, the granny square cushion you can see in the corner, was made by me. Oh, my cat is going crazy in her little box. But I just want to say thank you for watching. It's been a very long time since I have been on YouTube. I've been making TikToks here and there, which I'll put the link in the description so you can follow. But I haven't been on YouTube in a couple of years now, which is a shame, but I'm going to slowly come back and my content will probably shift more towards kind of art, making things, fibre arts, crafts, things like that. So if you like this kind of content, then stick around and I will make a video on my current work in progresses and let you know what we've got to work on this year because it's a lot. Just want to thank everyone for sticking around and hopefully this is my comeback, but different, if you get what I mean. But yes, I love you all. Thank you for being here and I will see you later. Bye.